Hello and welcome. It's The Chat. I'm Manny. Right now, for over 25 years, his father, alongside many other music giants of the 60s and 70s, were ruling the airwaves. And then suddenly, his father quit the music industry and then obviously passed on his shoes to him. Now, how did he manage with his father's shoes? We'll find out in a moment.
The son of legendary Nigerian Afro-Juju musician Ike Dairo, Paul Babatunde Dairo, is a mechanical engineer by training, a leading Nigerian R&B artist, producer and songwriter who has warmed the hearts of many with his love and incurably romantic songs. Popularly known as Paul Play, was raised by his father. This background plus his creative mix of R&B, rap, traditional highlife and juju music accounts for his uniqueness in the Nigerian music scene. Paul started singing at the age of 11. At 19, he made his first entrance into the music industry as a producer and songwriter, producing radio jingles for various advertising agencies. He is known to have produced a lot of Nigerian artists in the 80s and 90s. Riding on his father's goodwill and success, in 1999, after being signed to Kennis Music, Paul Play released his first album with the hit song Moshorire, a remix of his father's original and other great songs to his credit. Under the same record label, he released his second album with big songs like Mowadupe and Lead Me On. Paul eventually left Kennis Music on the expiration of his contract in 2002 and set up his own record label, Playground Entertainment. Although critics constantly argued that he was riding on the success of his father's musical glory, he released his first album, Hitsville, under Playground Entertainment and shocked critics and music marketers, being the only successful R&B album without a local language. In the album was the hit song Angel of My Life. The success of the Hitsville album expanded Paul's fan base to other African countries. His contributions to the Nigerian entertainment industry did not go unnoticed, as he is the recipient of numerous entertainment awards. Paul's musical career was threatened in 2009 when he fell ill in South Africa while working on a new album. This kept him out of music for a long time. His absence from the music scene generated several rumors in the media, and this, according to him, led to the loss of a couple of trusted friends. Paul is married with children, and he's the chairman and ambassador of LYSI Regiment Global Limited, a mind health and wellness business.
Paul Play, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
What's Paul Play,
Dairo.
Ike Dairo? Or how do you introduce yourself normally?
Initially, it was Paul Ike Dairo.
Paul Ike Dairo.
Yes.
Then where did the play come in? Playful.
Yeah, it was that name was given to me by my friend right before I actually got into music professionally. I'm always very playful because I believe that creativity comes when I'm playing around, when I'm cracking jokes and stuff. So one of my friends now said, "Paul, stop playing. Are you Paul Play?" So that's.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
That's how the name
It's
came
not
up.
any name given to you by your mother or
No,
your father.
no.
It's just a friend.
Just a friend, yes.
And you have held on to it in the music scene.
Yes, sir.
I said earlier on at the start of this program that your father, alongside some other giants in the music industry, rules the airwaves for over 2.5 decades.
Yes, they did.
What were you doing at that time?
Part of his plan was that every of his children must go to school.
So while you were in school, were you also watching your father play music?
Yes, I was. I actually performed with him a couple of times.
You did?
Yes.
On stage?
Yes.
What instrument were you playing?
It was a conga drum.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Were
another
you
conga.
were you good at it?
Yes.
Who told you?
But if I wasn't good enough, he wouldn't ask me to play with him, and when he goes out for this event. So I played a couple of times, and on his album, I played on one side of, those days we had side one, side two of the vinyl. So actually I was, called up to play the conga drums in one of the tracks.
And then when your father passed, about 4 years after, you set up your own band?
I was partially involved while I was in school. I was doubling as, a producer for so many young acts back then. And I was even involved in so many of the jingles that you hear on radio back those days.
Really?
Yeah. So I was basically doing, recording, producing jingles for advertising agencies. And from there, I started producing all the young acts. And after a while, I worked with Two-Face and Blackface. They were supposed to record a performance, do a recording for their performance at the Fame Awards. They discovered me and introduced me to Tony Hitsville. Afterwards, I produced Tony Hitsville's first album, the whole album. Everybody was involved. Two-Face, Blackface, Face, Dairo, all the boys that were in the game at that time came on that album.
You played alongside, what's it called, Two-Face, and when these guys were, shooting out,
Yes.
right? Your genre of music was not, the type they were into. You were completely, alongside your father's kind of music,
Yes.
right? You came up with a hit.
Yes.
The song I remember, Moshoriri.
Yes.
What inspired that song?
So a friend of mine advised me that I should do something with my dad's music. So I was like, no way. So he actually took a lot of.
You were scared of getting into your father's shoes.
Yes, I was scared because my dad. I actually met a woman at the airport when I was going. Then when I was, my music was already everywhere, and this elderly woman saw me at the airport and she just greeted me and said, "Well, you're doing very well. I'm sure your dad will be proud of you." But you're not as good as your dad. You're not as good as your dad. Your dad plays the accordion, he plays the talking drum, and all that.
He was something else in his time.
It's not a shoe that I really wanted to get into.
Okay.
So I really wanted to carve a niche for myself along the line. And Moshoriri was the song that I chose to record when my friend advised me. And after recording the song, I recorded that song in Chief Ebenezer Obey's studio in Ikeja. I think it was around Agege side then. The studio was in Agege side. So, for 4 hours I was there. I just recorded it, just like, something that I just wanted to do and get, just to get my friend off my back. Because that wasn't what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to R&B music.
You didn't think it would draw any attention
I didn't.
at all?
So my friends listened and said, this is really good, Paul, this is a good song. But I didn't believe it. I didn't have that confidence in myself.
You took off your music career after your father died. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yes.
First with Moshoriri, Abi?
Yes, Mowadupe.
Then after that, what happened?
Mowadupe album.
Mowadupe.
Yes.
And then what?
Then I now decided to do what is mine.
Okay.
And I decided, okay, you know what? Then after Mowadupe, I think, when you're in a public space, people come up with critics come up with different kinds of, complaints that, it's only about his father's music. That's all he could do. Without his father's music, he's nothing. That really got to me. That really, really got to me. That I actually went to my room. I was depressed. I cried. That Paul, please. That was even one of the headlines. Paul, please, nothing without Dairo's music. So,
Femi Kuti faced almost the same kind of situation, didn't he?
Yeah. So,
a lot of people were saying
a lot of people will come
nowhere near his father.
Yeah.
They should just forget music and all of that.
I think at that point, I just told myself that, Paul, it's time for you to step into your own shoes.
So what did you have to do?
So I decided to record an album that is just purely English. So that if I actually put something like Pidgin on Yoruba, they'll feel like, okay, maybe you took that one from Dairo. So that was my...
You were just on your neck.
Yeah, that was my, that was like payback for me. Because after recording the album, I had a few, hitches along the line. People were, marketers were not really interested. Because what about that Mushere kind of song, the high life kind of song? Why are you not doing
I
that?
particularly liked it. I
Yeah,
thought you would
but
have continued with that.
people were actually attacking me for it. So my mind was like, I need to do something right quick to save my career. Because when people come out with something that is, that will, hurt you or make your friends feel that, oh, this guy is limited, you need to actually do something right quick. So that was what I did. And fortunately for me, there's a marketer that was interested. And that one song in the album was Angel of My Life. So that was how Angel of My Life came out and hit the airwaves, and it was all over the place.
With all of that around you, suddenly the lights just dimmed about you, and everybody started looking for you. Where is Paul Play? Where is Paul Play? Where were you?
Yeah, 2009, I traveled to South Africa. I needed to actually record one of my new songs, my new singles. And after the recording, I found out that I went to the bathroom and something happened. And,
Something like what?
there was blood all over the floor. When I tried to use the bathroom, and
Whose blood? Yours?
Yeah. So after a series of visits to the hospital, I found out that my right kidney was in trouble. So I had to stay back in South Africa. I abandoned the project. It took me so many years for me to recuperate, and I went through depression, and a lot of things went down in terms of my relationship with
Where
people.
was your family?
My family was in the UK. I had to move my family to the UK because there was so much, I needed to concentrate. I was in America for a while, and I came back some years ago, and I said, okay, let me go into other things, business. So I decided to chill and, take my time. So now, I'm planning to come back. I'm not come back to want to be like the days of Moshorire, but just to come back for relevance, just to come back for consistency, and just to come back to show that I still do what I do and I'm still good at what I do.
And you're still relevant, to the music industry.
Yes.
I mean, you see, some of your mates, so to speak, but I mean, you call them shaku.
They're not,
Shaku. They are not like you, are they?
they're not like me, but
you all grew up about at the same time.
No. The likes of Two-Face, Tony Tetwila, Sonny Neji, they were not doing, they are not doing shaku.
Okay.
Because they can't do shaku because shaku is for the new generation. I would call us the middle school because the old school I would say was Raskimono, Majek Fashek, but we're actually the middle school that give birth to this new school because this new school is actually riding on the genre that we created. The likes of myself, Two-Face, Plantation Boys, Remedies, Azados. That was the era that gave birth to this new shaku.
If you are made to predict, how long do you think this shaku music will last?
I think something else will come.
How long?
How
soon? How soon?
I really don't know. Well, right now, even everybody's trying. Let's take for instance. If I can digress a bit, like Burna Boy right now. Burna Boy was not doing the shaku.
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't doing the shaku thing. He has this basic. If I'm not wrong, he had these elements of music were basically R&B with raga, with Fuji kind of vocals, and basically Nigerian, and so Afrobeat was actually also in there. So he threw in.
So is that like you coming out again?
No, that's not me.
So when you come out, what would you be? What kind of a monster?
I think that would be like a surprise for everyone. I always like to be different. I always like to be unique in things that I do. I think Burna Boy was unique. That's why he's up there right now.
Right, pick a question.
Okay.
That's one.
Okay.
Okay. And read the question.
Having overcome a life-threatening health situation, what can you say about Nigeria's health sector? To be candid, with due respect to uh, the health sector in Nigeria, um, I'm not really happy about it. And yes, I would just go back to when I had these issues, because my doctors in Nigeria didn't detect anything. And even my doctor in Nigeria said, Paul, you don't want to come back to Nigeria. I think you should stay back in South Africa and, go through your surgery. So that goes to show that there's so much.
It's not like they are handicaps, is it? But I mean, a lot of people say
Sometimes
our doctors here are good, but we don't have the facilities.
We have good doctors, but I think what's going on in Nigeria is that the government seem to be looking at the health, sector they're treating the problems with kid gloves, rather. They don't see it as something they need to be serious about. So that's primary health is really suffering, and if primary health sector is going through a lot, we see there's NHIS, and there's a limit to what the insurance can cover. You find out that a lot of people still die from just normal diseases like malaria.
What's your thoughts about this idea of having police reports if you're ill, an emergency, you go to hospital, or you get
Yes,
you have to pay before treatment and all of that.
That's the painful part. I lost my nephew. It was very painful because he was playing football with his friends and he just slumped, and they took him to the hospital. The hospital refused to treat him until they get something, like they needed something before. That is really callous and very insensitive. Things that we see. People have been complaining. Everybody's really worried, but I don't think the government is really ready to change, the status quo.
I remember you saying that a lot of your friends abandoned you when you were ill.
Yeah, yes, I saw that too. I actually granted an interview, and the person actually misquoted what I meant, because at that point nobody came to visit me. Nobody said hi.
Isn't that the same thing as abandoning you?
Nobody said hi. Nobody gave me a call. Nobody said sorry, and just one person.
Who?
Azadus. It was Azadus that came to my house with his wife, and to visit me, and those were my friends.
He's been a friend for a long time.
Yes, we were together in Kenny's music. I actually produced one of his albums, and and I also got a call from Omotala Jalade. She's not in my industry. She's in the entertainment industry, but she's an actress.
She was not married then.
She was married. I got a call from Benga Denka the first. These were the three people that called me.
Oh, really?
Well, people that were very close to me.
So what lesson do you learn from that?
Yes, the lesson I learned is that you're alone in this world. Never actually expect anything from anyone. But you can do for others. You can help people when that time arises. But don't actually expect that people will be, out there for you when you're in trouble.
This is not your home, is it?
It's my office.
It's your office.
Yes,
all right,
my
okay.
office. This is a company. Lisa Redmond Global is a company that actually helps people who are having issues with their mental health.
Do you have?
But
issues?
I don't have mental health issues.
So why
I run the organization. Yeah, because actually my wife was the one that actually had the dream initially, and she kept telling me about it, that this is what she's feeling that we should go into, and she's a therapist, and there are a lot of people out there. We've heard about about so many suicide cases, depression, Nigerians having because of the economic situation in the country, and not everybody. And we found out that it's not everyone that's that is taking his or her life because of the economic situation. Some people are maybe because their girlfriend left them, maybe because they couldn't pass their JAM exams. We found out that it was really there wasn't so much that was reported, but we now found the need to go into that to help.
Would you commit suicide?
Well, at one point I was depressed. I told you I was depressed after my surgery, but because
what sort of situation will make you give it up?
I don't think I will ever, because that came up. That's what we always people always say, God forbid, but things happen, and we really need to look into those issues. That why do people go to that extent of committing suicide? And people who commit suicide, they don't really want to commit suicide. They don't. It's because when they try to solve their problems, when they find out there's so much problems, and they couldn't solve it. If you ask a psychologist, if you ask a psychotherapist, they will tell you that people who commit suicide don't really want to commit suicide. It's because they find a solution to their problem and they could not find a solution. And they feel that the only way to end that pain is just to.
Let me just take you on a trip to an island, right?
Okay.
We cast you away to an island.
Yes.
We allow you to take along with you only 5 items. Yeah? No wife, no girlfriend, nothing. You're only allowed 5 items. What will they be?
My Bible.
Okay. You read the Bible
An
a
instrument.
lot?
I read the Bible.
What instrument?
The piano.
The piano.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
So I can sing to the birds. Then a diary.
Okay.
Stove. I'm cooking.
Stove,
cooking.
yeah.
Stove. I don't go hungry.
Yeah.
Stove.
Do you cook?
I'm not that bad. And okay, I've done 4 now.
Yeah.
So what was the 5th one? An umbrella.
Okay. Explain that.
Sounds like a gazebo. Because the sun, it's gonna come to a time that it'll be so sunny.
Okay, fair enough. So you cover yourself.
Yes. Come on,
All right, instead of jumping into the water
Yes.
to have a swim.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies?
Funny enough, I have got very funny hobbies. I still play game. I play PlayStation because I didn't go into so much. I wasn't very much an active person when I was very young. So I play only FIFA.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Only FIFA. Then I watch movies. I like watching movies.
What does your wife do at that time when you're doing this?
Complain.
Wow.
Yeah, because I love football. So when you play the game of watching football,
do you spare enough time for her? Is that
I
not
do.
why she's complaining?
no, women always look for a time. It's when you want to watch that game that they come around and
Oh really?
just start, yeah, they are very good at that. You just want to take your attention away from that and say, oh, why are you so much into this thing? So there's a golden rule that when a man is actually watching football or don't.
What do you like about her though?
I like the fact that she's got a very good heart. She's passionate about helping people. She's very intelligent.
Right.
Yes.
And your children are?
Very.
How many are there?
I've got 2 kids.
Okay. It's difficult to tell which is your favorite, is it?
I don't have a favorite, but one comes up to tell me that she's my favorite.
Who's that?
The younger one.
If she tells you she's your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And you agree?
Yeah, because I call her the little one.
Ah, okay. Excellent. It's been nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Paul Play,
Dairo.
aka Dairo, he's been my guest on the program, and we shared great moments together, haven't we?
We did.
There will be another time, and that'll be next time on The Chat. I am Manny. Bye. The Chat is produced by Channels Television. You can watch it again online. Just visit our social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.